over time you will change as a person. And I am here to argue that that is not a bad thing and you should really just accept it. And also how to best deal with it. So, why am I saying this? Um, I guess because I've also been experiencing this myself. So a good example is when I was younger, I always said, and also tasted, there's this how do you call it? A leaf. It's called coriander, and you use it to as a topping for dishes. I never liked that. Coriander always tasted for me when I was younger like soap. It always had that soapy kind of taste and was a bit, too. Um, yeah, I just didn't like the taste. And back then, I always said, I'm never gonna eat coriander. I said the same thing for mayonnaise, by the way. I also didn't really like mayonnaise back then. So I always ate French fries or anything else with ketchup. So that was when I was younger. Nowadays, I like coriander. I don't taste the soapy taste anymore. And same thing applies for mayonnaise. I like to put mayonnaise on a lot of my things that I eat. Use it as dippings or for fries. It's a perfect substitute of ketchup. So those are really two simple things, for which when I was younger I hated, and now I like it, and I'm still moving forward with my life, of course. So there are things maybe currently that I might not like that within 10 years, 15 years from now, I might think, okay, that's kind of fun to do. So what I'm trying to argue here is I think you all are somewhat in some kind of same phase as me, that there is or are some things that you don't like currently, and I want to warn you about not being too how do you call that? Too defensive about saying like, oh, I'll definitely never do this because you don't like doing it currently, that is. But currently is not always. And you should really, really account for the changes that you will make um, mm, when time passes. So if you were to say like now, for example, oh, I really, really hate public speaking, or um, I hate hanging out with, I don't know, a lot of people. Um, don't say it in the form as a final statement or something. Say it just as, or also believe in it as, this is currently how you are. This is currently the thing that you don't like to do. This is currently, um, you don't like doing public speaking. You don't like hanging out with a lot of people. This is the current you. But this does not define the final you, or the you, not the final you, because the final you is the you in the grave, like me. All our final us is basically nothing, because when we die, we rot and we become one with the planet. So the final us is, the planet itself. But when you're still alive, the you from 10 years from now or 20 years from now, I can guarantee you that that is different you. It's not the same you that's now currently alive. So you will change. And how can you see this in a way that is, contributing to your life? I think it is like this. So I also had to learn it, of course. When you were younger, there were things that you didn't like, or at least now that there are things that you don't like, you think it's not interesting. I think you should rephrase the way you look at it. So instead of looking at it, oh, okay, I hate it, I don't like it, and it is very uninteresting, I don't want to do it, you should look at it more in a form of, okay, right now I have the feeling I might not really like it, but maybe this can change because, as you have already noticed, um, you change as a person and also your preferences for the things that you like or don't like. You do change. And um, given this fact, maybe you should approach the things that you don't like to do right now with a more of an open mind. So you can still say, of course, I don't, I'm not sure if I want to do this because I don't feel like doing it and it's not interesting to me. But say it and also perceive it in a way that you're open for, yeah, okay, I've just said I don't like it, but I'm also not saying I will never do it because there is a chance that uh, over a period of time, a few years or something, you will start like doing it, whatever it is that you don't like doing right now. So be open for those kind of things that you currently don't like doing. And I think you should really take that to your advantage because if I look back, um, my younger years, the things that I didn't like doing back then, and the things that I do like to, well, it's not that I like to do, but I don't really mind doing it now anymore. For example, eating Korean and mayonnaise and those kind of things. If you really reflect about it, it's kind of stupid that I said back then, like, oh, I will never, never ever eat mayonnaise or something, right? It's kind of lame. So, uh, uh, nothing is definite. Um, you will change, and the best way to deal with it is just to accept it and make it to your benefit, or yeah, make it a strong point of yourself. And also, I think because if you are more open to these kind of things, you will also regret it less in a later phase when you really, for example, um, you don't like doing it right now, but it takes a long time before you start doing it. And once you start doing it, you will find out like, hey, this is kind of fun. And then you look back like, why was I so reluctant in doing it? Was I, so naive or ignorant and thinking in your own mind that you really didn't like doing it, and then you will regret like, ah, I wish I wasn't so stubborn. I wish I started with it earlier because I really like doing it. So approach the things that you don't like doing with a more of an open mind and just try it out in a slow, phase, like not immerse yourself fully in it, but uh, uh, do it slowly. And then over time, you can draw more of a conclusion whether you really like doing it or not doing it. Because as time has shown to you, shown is there are things that you don't like doing, in the past, right now, but that will change. Things will change. Like everything else in life, nothing is set in stone. Even stone is not set in stone because stones will also change over a really long period of time. So nothing is set in stone. Everything will change. And the best way to deal with it is just to accept it, go with it, and try to, yeah, experience it. I guess that's the video for this week. So, ciao. Ciao, ciao.